Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any or all help the channel grow and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we were working on our concrete factory, and I was actually coming back up here to pick up some more materials, and the trains have snarled themselves up again, which is lovely. Now, what I think has happened is this train here is trying to go around a roundabout, but it can't because this one's in the way and everything's kind of blocked itself up. Because I think the trains are probably a bit longer than we were trying to make. Basically a bit longer than they were needing to be. So they're all green in there. So this train's got to be one that's coming straight through. Yeah. Okay. How do we try and unstick this? What's that one? That was the iron train. Yeah. So that is one that needs to go all the way round. Okay. Let's just try and get you moving a little bit because you need to unblock that bit. Okay, come along here. Right, that looks like it's freed up that train. What one are you? You're the boom bus. Oh, because you're wanting to go back this way as well. Yep. Okay. So that didn't work. Okay. Oh, I've got too many here. I'm really not quite sure how I fix this. Not in an elegant way. Because you're wanting to go round, aren't you? Which one are you? Yeah, you're the aluminium. Who are you? Copper imports. And you're trying to get to Amsterdam. Okay, right. Well, let's just turn off your self-driving for the moment and we'll send you in here. Yep. In here. And then turn that on. Right. You I'm going to send over in a different direction for a bit. Just to get you going. Try and clear the way. Right, send you off over there just to get you out of the way. Right. You're going that way. Now I've got to try and turn this one back over here on. I left on the roundabout. Yeah, apologies. This was completely not how I planned to start today. But, you know, here we are. And it's stuff that I'm sure you guys will want to see. Right. You need to get turned back on. Hopefully you'll clear the roundabout. And we're going to have to try and start figuring out a better solution for this. We really are. Okay, you've only got that far. It's because... Where are you trying to get to? Yeah, you're trying to get back over there. giddy aunt. Okay. I think I'm probably going to do a cut here while I try and get this all figured out. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so what I've done to try and resolve it for the moment is I've stopped this line coming onto the roundabout and I forced it to go up there. So everyone's now going off in that direction to find somewhere to turn around. Instead of gumming up this bit along here. Which is not ideal that they're having to go all that far out of the way. But it does mean they're at least everything's starting to unstick again. Which, yeah, like I say, not ideal, but, you know, it's doing what it is. The bypass is getting used, which is good. Yeah, it's forcing people out of here. Fine, okay. That seems to have resolved it. Yeah. I mean, it's not great. But I'm going to leave that for the moment because that seems to be sorting itself out. Now, one of the other things I noticed where I was working around with the trains the other day is that I was using all of... basically, I was using path signals everywhere on the entrance, and that was causing a massive snarl up. So I'm actually going to start replacing these with block signals because they don't need to be path signals at all. Because they're all coming in and out of the same place. So they've all... Basically, the exit spine has to be clear for any train to leave, so it doesn't matter if they're a path or a block. But it means that they can wait at the end if they're a path, which will, I don't know, hopefully make things a bit smoother. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. However, what I actually came over here for, like I said, was some of these resources because I need some stuff for the concrete plant, and I need some steel beams for what I want to look at today. So, apologies for the couple of cuts, but I will then bring you guys back when we are back over there. So yeah, see you guys in a moment again. Okay, and here we are back over at our concrete facility. And I have some apologising for you guys because at the end of my last recording session, I thought, you know, I'm just going to tidy up, do a few extra little bits, and I got carried away. So, we now have a train station with these awesome slatted roofs that I've been watching how to do. I think Total Eclipse and Fluxo and quite a few people all have videos on how to do these, but effectively, to do them, what you do is, if I just take these out, you put your foundation there, you make do with the road barriers, because they're our best one, and then you just put the road barrier in at every point it will snap in. Take that foundation back out, and then, at the moment it's trying to snap on the end of the ones that are there, but you'd come under, and you can snap it onto the bottom of those foundations. Like that. Or on the bottom of the road barriers. And you only need to do it at one end, because you can then zoop it all the way across. Which is great. But yeah, that's how I've done those. And I think they look quite effective. So we've got those nice slatted roofs. I've also put a front on the building for our train station, where we've got this nice octagonal window. I've put some lights there. I've got the little screens there with red LEDs because this is the exit, so that's meant to be no entry. And I've got this banded wall that I've put together, and I've done that with a blueprint. And all that is, there we go, striped wall, is just 1 metre wall alternating between concrete and steel. And I've just patched that around. I've also got these pillar walls at the bottom, so I've just filled those all in with pillars. And that kind of goes around and it encases the train station. I've also edged at the bottom. And then this bit is the entrance for the train. And I apologise for your eyes. It's come out a bit more, intense than I meant it to do. So effectively, this originally was just the triangular concrete slabs, and I alternated them black and yellow. But I kind of thought this would be cool to have as moving yellow. And I'm thinking now I kind of need to flip the signs to have them go the other way. But the way to get these signs to rotate, to actually do that, because normally when you put a sign down, if I just come in here and I show you, you can't rotate the signs. They are just what they are. Well, it's got stuck on the grid there. Yeah, so they're just what they are. That's what it is. But if you can work out the depth with a pillar, can either be concrete or metal, either or. And so instead of putting the sign on the side like that, where you can't rotate it, if you put it on the end, it thinks it's top down, and then you can rotate it and have the sign in whatever direction you want it to be. So I basically did that, worked out the depth, and I angled them so I've got that cool arrow at the front. So yeah, but today I want to do a bit more decorating. So the plan for today is to have it as a decorating day. And I'm debating whether to do this. So I'm going to do one episode, and you guys have to tell me whether you kind of want this going forwards. Now, what I want to do is I actually have an idea for how I want to enclose this top bit up here. Now, I was watching a TV show with my wife, with Lauren, and it actually had a really cool building in like the background of one of them, and I thought that's really awesome. I kind of want to replicate that as a wall. So the way I'm going to do this, and this is how I kind of did it. I built it in the Blueprint Designer, and then I can just slap it on. Right, so I've got a glass wall there, and then what it was is it had pillars, kind of like that, but they were diagonal, and they just went diagonally through. And this is going to be the challenge, isn't it? I can't see where they are. What I might do just while I'm doing this is if I replace you, yes, because they're separate walls, isn't it? That's going to be the catch. Right, let's just try it. Let's just try it. So we go from the very bottom corner. I'm going to go diagonally. That's the bit. It will let us go. Right, where's the join? There's that join. So we're going to go along, up, because I want these to be in line. Along and up. Along and up, like that. There we go. And then what I should be able to do is grab that there, and now we just look for the join below. There. Ooh. Like that. And then if we come here, now we're going to go to the join above, because it kind of has this as a real, like I say, the building I saw had this kind of really awesome cross hatching. There we go. So I just want to try and replicate that as much as I can. But I only want to do this the once, or as much as I can do with one, so that I don't have to do this multiple times, hence why I'm trying to use the Blueprint Designer. There we go. And you are at the top. You're going to come down over here. Trying to spot where that join is. There it is. Cool. Right, so I think I'm going to time-lapse the end of this bit because there's a few more to do. Okay, and there we are. So that's kind of like the wall I'm thinking of. And I'm thinking for these joins, not going to let me overlapping the end of the blue. Okay, so we might need to fill those in. Fine. So let's get that saved. So this is now glass cross wall. Set our directory. It goes in there. Save blueprint. So now, if I come in here, we can put it where we want. So I'm kind of thinking there we go. Try and snap it in there. Then we can just... Oh god, I'm already at steel beams. I thought I picked up loads of steel beams. Okay, clearly not enough. I'm going to have to go and get some more. But at least I can come in here. Clear the designer. Pick all that up again. Blueprints, glass cross wall. Set it to blueprint so we can snap next to it. We just do that. And I think that looks quite effective. Ta-da! Yeah, I actually really like that. It does look quite busy, but I think that looks really cool. And then we can just go and encase this in. So I'm going to need to get, I don't know, I'll say 6 more of those. So I'm going to need to go and get a load more steel beams. So I'm going to be back in a moment. Apologies for all the cuts in this episode, but I did not think it was going to go through quite that much steel. But I think that's going to be quite effective when it's there. And I kind of like, you know, bit of brand loyalty, the Fix It Orange. So, yeah, we'll be back in a moment. Okay, and here we are, just coming back. So, I have actually just been having a thought about this, because these are all single bars. And when we get to the end, we're going to need to start chopping them off. So, if we come back to the blueprint designer. Come on. And we reload our design. Load blueprint. The steel glass wall. No, I didn't want to save it. I just wanted to load it. Right. I think we're going to need to cut these off. And I think what we need to do is actually do them one window at a time, which is going to be a bit more tedious. But it means then if we need to cut a window away, then it means we don't lose that whole beam and we have to redo that whole beam. So yes, it's more work to start with, but I think this is actually going to be the better way to do it. Because then each of these are individual objects instead of like here where it goes all the way across. So yeah, I'm just going to get on with that. And I'll probably do... I don't know. This is where I want the feedback from you guys. Is this the kind of thing you are interested in seeing, watching me do this kind of decorative work? Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a blast doing it on the live stream, but is it something you guys would rather save for a live stream, or... Well, I'm just genuinely curious, because it's stuff I want to get done, but I don't know how interesting you find it to watch. But then again, equally, I know sometimes it's just, you know, my nice relaxing sultry voice you guys are interested in. So I mean, hey, you do you. But what I can do is, while I'm doing this, I can... Oh, here comes the autosave kicking in. Remind people that patrons do get access to the save files. I don't know if anyone's actually having a look around that yet. But I've got it set up so that it auto-syncs across. I'm using Google Drive to basically save it, and it's set up as a mirror. I think it's a mirror or a backup or whatever it is. So effectively, the moment I save the game, it will send that sort of copy live up. So always the most recent one is, or the most recent set of save files is there. because I've just done that for the entire save folder, it does mean all the blueprints are there as well. So, yeah, patrons get access to all of that. They also get access to the... well, not access, but they also get names on the end card, which, you know, I think is quite a nice little thing. Right, where is that joint? There it is. But yeah, it's... yeah. I just want to, you know, keep you guys entertained. That's the plan behind all of this. I mean, I do it because I enjoy playing the game, but equally, I want the YouTube channel to be successful, and for it to be successful, you guys have to enjoy what I'm putting out, which, for the most part, it seems like you are, and I'm very appreciative to everyone that currently watches and likes to take part and have discussions and all the rest of it. But yeah, that's kind of where we are at the moment. So this should hopefully be a bit faster going this way round. So I'll just do the cross, can't I? There we go. Yeah, cool. But yeah, that's where we are. I'm kind of excited about some of the update 8 stuff that we've seen coming out now, because the... oh, yeah, I've gone a bit wrong there somewhere, haven't I? No, why are you not... there we go. That's better. Yeah, the lumen stuff, I think, is actually pretty impressive, and I think it's very gorgeous to look at. It does mean that lights are going to be an awful lot more important in factories, but, you know, we do what we do. But, yeah, I think that's looking quite good. The blueprint changes, I think, are going to be fantastic. Being able to do that with the nudging. Nudging is the bit I'm most excited for, if I'm honest. I think nudging is going to be the best thing they've put in. There we go, that's looking better. Arguably, I only needed to do one window of this, I've just thought now, and I could have just, you know, spammed that window out multiple times. But I don't think we can zoop blueprints yet. So, that it might still be worth doing it this way at the moment. That's something I wonder. Do you reckon they'll ever let us zoop blueprints? Or do you think that'll be too much, and that will effectively allow people to make things too quickly? Something's gone wrong there. That angle's wrong. There we go, that's now a straight line. Yeah. Yeah, what are your thoughts about that? Do you think we could zoop blueprints? Do you think we should be able to zoop blueprints? Or do you think that would be a bit too far? Because honestly, I'm not sure on that one. Right, there we go. Cool. So that's now set up, so we can save that as an updated one. Yes, I want to overwrite the one that's already there. And then clear the designer. And then we can come back here, we'll do our glass wall again. Like so. I mean, that was just the perfect size anyway at that point, wasn't it? Come on. Have I really got no power over this end of it? Oh, blimey. Okay. Oh, we're going to need to fix that, aren't we? Even if it's just temporarily. Right, okay. And we can continue to put these along here. I think those two are going to... no, what do you think? Dig into each other like that? Yeah. Oh, give over, more power lost. Right, and... there we go. Snap on the edge. And this is why we've just redone missing steel beams. Again, wow, this is using so much steel. Oh, blimey, I did not expect that. Okay. But, like I say, I think that's quite effective. Let's go over... oh, and just have a look at it from a bit of a distance. Because I think that looks really good. Yeah, I think that's quite an interesting design. I mean, we'll have to do something with the lower walls, but I quite like that, going around at the top like that. Yeah. Okay, I might need to continue that in my own time, because, you know, it's just consuming so much steel. But yeah, I've got my nice little LEDs here. We need to figure out how to do a bit more of the navigation on the inside of the base. But yes, I did also finish the smart splittering in here. So this is all now just being sunk when it fills up all 3 of those containers. So all 3 of those are full of concrete. So yeah, there's nearly 75,000 concrete across those three bits, which is, wow, interesting. But I think next episode we're going to try and tackle what's going on with our trains over here, because at the moment they're all having to come out to the fuel station export to turn around. I think we should probably try and put a roundabout here. I wonder if the one here was just too close to everything that was going on, which was causing snarl ups when we had people trying to go in both directions. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan for next episode, but a little bit of a short one at the moment, because I'm just going to have to go back and it'll be another cut and all the rest of it to try and finish off that bit at the top. But I'm hoping it was interesting for you guys. I do quite like this pulling away from it. I think that looks quite nice, and I think it'll be good when we've got the lid on. But yeah, as usual, like I said, likes, comments, subscriptions, they help the channel grow, they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. It is very, very much appreciated. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you to my patrons who I mentioned earlier. Do get access to the save files for both this and Stranded Deep, so you can explore the worlds in your own time. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me, and I will catch you all next time.